Hello, it's me, One James Games, and I'm here playing Planet Zoo. We is due to be back, and in today's episode, we're going to be making a few more enclosures, and we're going to be working on our monorail, our first ever monorail. This is going to be a new experience for me and for you. I know how to do it because I watched some tutorials, and I'll teach you guys how to do it myself. Okay, without further ado, let's get into it. If you guys do want a chance to name any of the animals, okay, any of the employees, let me know down in the description below. Do let me know. So guys, like I mentioned, we're going to be making the monorail, right? And to make the monorail, you do need the monorails themselves. If you go to zoo, if you want a specific one, you can go to zoo, go to, I believe it's mechanic, and you can research some transport. If you want a boat, suspended gondola, steam train, advanced tour, if you want any of these, you do need to do the research with your staff members. But I believe the rest are available for free. You don't need to do any research. I think the only one available normally is probably this one, monorail. So the plan is to build something here, okay? You go all the way till here. You can get off or get on and then go all the way till here. And then I believe there's a way to make it go backwards as well. But I think I might do a loop-de-loop. And to do a loop-de-loop, I think I'm going to have to move this guy more. Wait, this might be difficult. I think it has to be suspended from the beginning. When you do make the pathway up to the, build. Okay, let's do monorail because monorail is nice and small, easy peasy to look at. So let's say it's like this, okay? Let's say we finished it all. Okay, look, entrance and exit. So you click on entrance. I'm gonna put the entrance on the right side, okay, where guests could go in, and then the left side is they're gonna exit or whatever, right? And then the exit I'll place here. Okay, and then to construct all this, you need to add a queuing pathway. There's certain pathways that are for queuing only. And so that's the pathway I'm going to have to use. Wait, we need to do this. And then J. And then we press U. Okay. I don't even know if this many people are going to even need it. You know what I mean? That isn't bad either, actually. I like that too. Okay, that actually looks good. This thing will be blocked off with like a build that I'm going to do in a bit. But now, okay, the main thing is going to be getting this all the way down here. Okay. And I'm thinking this is going to be troublesome. Maybe we don't add this. Maybe we don't do this. Okay, now we need to do everything on this side too. So let's place the exit and entrance. Entrance will be here. Exit will be here. Nice. And now we build a way up. And I'm thinking making a mall thing here that leads to this. A mall that leads to it. Does that make sense, chat? And then this will go all the way down there, maybe. Not too sure. We could test the ride and see if it works, actually. Can we test it or nah? Yeah, I built this contraption. I think I'm gonna forget this. I'm gonna forget all this. I don't like it. I was gonna add something like this, but now I'm gonna take it back now. I don't like it at all. So we can use this place as a food court now. Because I built this pathway. Look at it. It looks good, chat. But like, I can't be asked. It's not even that good. Oh, I can't control Z anymore. So chat, we're going to build one of the biggest enclosures in this entire zoo. Okay. And if you guys know what animal it is, do let me know down in the description below. Try to guess what animal it is. Okay. And this enclosure is going to be massive. I mean massive. When I say big, it's going to be big. Okay, chat. I'm excited. So if you guys are excited, hit that like button, hit that share button, share with your friends, and let's get started with this build. And I'm thinking either I build it here or here. I'm thinking here. And then I can make it massive. I'm going to have a big herd of these animals, okay? Big herd of these animals. We're going to need 2,718, okay? If you guys don't know what the animal is yet, it's going to be the Indian elephant. Dum dum dum. Let's go elephant. I love elephants. So how much? What grade wall? They need 2 meters grade 4. 2 meters grade 4, easy peasy. Okay. I want to put some monkeys in there. Why the heck not? I want to see the interaction between the two species. And because the enclosure is going to be big, it's going to be from here to here, I think. And so information panels will be here for the monkeys and on this side for the elephants. Because the Indian rhino, Indian elephant. Make sense? Makes sense. And then in here, I'll probably build an enclosure in here. Honestly. Oh, this is going to be food market. What am I saying? Silly Billy me. So let's get started. So grade 4, 2 meters, 2,000 plus acres or whatever, meters, whatever. And so we're going to use grade 6 concrete, okay? Wait, let's see how high of a wall the monkeys need. They need 4.5 meters climb proof. Okay, perfect. 4.5 is good. Because we're going to use windows for these guests to see the animals. Or we're going to build... wait a minute. Because I couldn't build the coaster? Maybe. Maybe. Just maybe. Just maybe. Okay. Oh, wait. Should I build it right at the edge so it turns in on it? Oh, I want guests to be able to come up here and look at them. That'd be sick, no, chat? So we'll make it right here. You. 1, 2. Then down. Boop. 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 And then we'll use squares from here. And I'm gonna put, okay, little braces down here. The elephants are gonna use this as shade as well, I think. Maybe use this as shade. That'd be sick, right? And 4 meters high wall. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, guys, as you can see, this enclosure is the biggest enclosure I've made so far. It is over 4. 4. You can't, okay, you can't, okay. You can't make that up. You can't make that up. Besides the point, the reason I'm doing this thing here is because I want to add little shops here. So this is going to be a top floor shelf shop. There's going to be a bottom floor shop and top shop. And actually, maybe I should just make a bottom shop and get rid of this. Or maybe I should build this all the way to here so people can look into here and look into there. I don't know. But the elephants, okay, can go with tapirs and these monkeys. So I might move these guys here, honestly, so they have more space. I feel bad for them. Like, they do look cool here. Like, their own little enclosure, their own little world, you know? But, like, at the same time, I don't know. I feel bad, you know? You know? Besides the point, we're going to have to buy the elephants. I don't know why I'm saying them like that, but the elephants. We're going to have to buy the elephants. And so, how many do we need? So, 1 male and as many females as possible. Yeah, so let's mark it. Male. I want good. That's good. Better than this. Size. I like size. Ayo, pause. How many do they need? Let's check. They need up to 3 to 19. So, but they're so bad genetically. Oh, it needs sunlight. Because no shot. Okay. Pause. Pause, chat. Pause. I didn't know that it actually mattered that go only here. So we'll have 1 shop here, 1 shop here, 1 shop here. So a gift shop, food shop, drink shop. Okay. And then the elephants here. And it'll be GG's. Honestly. And if they want to see here, they'll hear the elephant, monkey, whatever. Elephant, monkey here. And then elephant only here. The shelter for the elephants are going to be underneath this. 8K though. 8K. I'll breed my own, man. I'm good. So yeah, that's done. And I'm going to sort it out real quick. And yeah, we're going to put the elephants in. We're going to put the monkeys in. And then I'll be right back. And the time-lapse, I'll do everything in the time-lapse. So enjoy. So the first time-lapse has begun. We're doing the enclosure for the elephant. Okay, the Indian elephant. Fun fact about the elephant, okay? These elephants are a subspecies of Asian elephants called the Indian elephants, mainly found in, guess where? India. Can you believe it? Indian elephants being called Indian elephants because they're from India. Amazing. Besides the point, they're with this Proboscis monkey. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but their most defined feature is the male's nose, okay, and their bellies and their exceptional ability to swim. They're like some fun facts about these animals. Besides the point, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm having a great day. Today's time lapse is amazing because We're finally building the enclosure for the elephants you guys have been wanting, okay? I can't wait to build the enclosure for the African elephants because I love them too. Besides the point, the Indian elephant is so majestic in this game. I can't believe how good the model look. When I zoom into the model, they look massive. You know, the biggest animal so far I think I did was probably the moose, honestly. And now the elephant is like the largest one. And here you can see I'm just setting up the audio, okay, for all the sections where the visitors can go visit / look at the animals through the glass / the top part. I'm gonna need to build a fence around that. I think I do it by the end of the video. If I don't, then I'm gonna have to do it next video. Besides the point, here I'm making signs, one for each of the animals in that enclosure. Okay, so one for the monkey, one for the elephant, one for the monkey, one for the elephant. So I'm interchanging them. Okay, and I do that on all sides. I moved the rhino audio device back a little and then put the monkey's audio device in. And up there at the top right, the only audio is playing is the elephant audio. Now I'm planting some trees, making sure they can't climb out. Okay, these monkeys climb, so you have to click on them and make it unclimbable. Unless there's a section you want them to climb in, then you leave it climbable. But you have to make sure not to leave them climbable, or they will escape 100%. Here, I'm mixing in trees here and there, making sure it looks more natural, you know, like competition between the trees, growth for the sun, fighting for the photosynthesis, okay? Besides the point, here I'm placing some, you know, reeds around the edge of the water. But then I realized I might as well use the other reeds they like because all the animals can walk through this. And I was like, might as well. And this leopard keeps escaping. I don't know how, but it keeps escaping. Besides the point, here I'm like, wait a minute. Let me move these trees and stuff because I want an open area where the guests can stand and look at the animals. I don't want it to be all covered, if that makes sense, you know? Like, if the guests come up here, I want them to be able to see the animals and not just trees. Because if they want to see trees, they can see them from anywhere, you know? They go to the local park, okay? But they want to see the elephants, not the trees. And so I moved the trees around, made space for the elephants, like, so they could see them, you know? Here, I'm making climbing frames for the monkeys, okay? Because the monkeys do need climbing because that's one of their habitat requirements. They have the ability to climb up and look at the guest, if that makes sense, okay? So the guests can see the monkeys climb up to them. And I'm just trying to make it look cool, you know? Make it so they can climb, have fun. Some of the trees in the center of the enclosure are climbable, so they can climb on the trees, but not the ones on the outer edge or they will escape, like I mentioned. Here, I'm placing the grass. This is my favorite grass because it fills in so much and it looks so dense. I don't know what it is, but it's nice. It's clean. I don't have to do much. I just place it around where I think grass would be, and it makes the enclosure look so much more alive and more natural. And I think that's the best thing to do, make it look as natural as possible. And here I'm making the wood temperature because the monkeys were feeling cold and they come from hot climate, Borneo I think it is. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy. Peace. Hope you guys did enjoy that build. I can't believe how well it came out. I love this build. Oh my god, look at these guys. Holy moly. Elephants are one of those animals I could never get used to. Look how majestic and big and, you know, massive they are. Ayo. And look at these monkeys, man. These guys, their faces, no offense to them, look the funniest ever, man. It's the funniest thing ever. Like, if we look at the males have a bigger nose. Yo, look at them. Imagine this as the thumbnail. Look at him. That's so funny. He's just chilling. So I made it so they climb up here and chill up here where the guests can see them like very close. I think it's kind of sick, you know. Let's put some signs that say do not feed because I know guests will throw food in here. So if we go to facilities, we go to security, we go to do not feed, and then let's press this, let's press security, and then put do not feed, and then we click this and it shows the radius. And so I'm gonna put it right here, affect that, and then I'm gonna put it right here, affect that, and then I'm gonna put it right here, affect all of that. It's because you want to put them around low enclosures where guests can like kind of, you know, reach over. You know, when when the enclosure is 1 meter, 100% they're throwing food in there. You know what I mean? Like these ones, they're not. Like even if they jump, they can't put it in there. They need like manually throw it in, which they probably won't do because I haven't had issues. I've only had issues with enclosures that are 1 meter or below. You know what I mean? And so remember to do that. And because the animals aren't stressed, I won't put any do not disturb. These people are looking at these guys from up here. They're seeing these guys here. Insane. I can't believe they can even see that. Are you donating? You're not. Let's see if there's any education. Low-key? Low-key? I'm thinking put a small one up here. Just so they donate. You know, more money, the better for me. Another thing I want to do, okay, there's multiple things. I want to make an enclosure here. I want to make a walkway enclosure, okay? Let's just say it's going to be sick. I can show you which animals they are. I'm going to use the Japanese macaque, I believe it's called, and the red-crowned crane, okay? Say that 10 times. Red-crowned crane, red-crowned crane, okay. Besides the point, they like to be in groups of 2 to 80. That's why I'm using such a big spot. And, okay, their enclosure size is 1 grade, 1 meter. The monkeys are grade 1, 2 meters climb proof. So yeah, these guys can interact, and these guys can enter habitat, and so I believe it should work. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna be very sad. I'm gonna be very, very sad because I want it from here to all the way here. Just a memento. I want to put just a memento and a hat. But what's up here? This is a memento. Okay, memento says up here. Then I'll put a hat down here. Fancy hat. Let's do that right here. I think that would be good. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I want to build like a thing around this, like a little building kind of thingy. You know what I mean? Like enclosing it. And then these parts here will be like, there'll be pillars going down, holding it up, structure, you know? It's just not floating. It looks like structure here, which I like, but I want to put actual structures, you know? To make it look like it's being supported and it isn't just floating. And then I want to build the enclosure too. And yeah, there's a lot to do. And Missy did die. Missy died. But I did put her name onto another cow. So don't worry about that. Do not worry about that. Besides the point, let's get started. So I hope you guys do enjoy the long ass time lapse. This is going to be a long one. It doesn't end up being long. It actually ends up being short time lapse. I thought it was going to be a long time lapse because I thought I was going to do more. But I underestimated my abilities. Okay, never underestimate your abilities. So here I'm increasing the size of the structure of the enclosure just to make it look like it's supporting the stand part as well. You know, like it's the part of the enclosure is holding the audience up as well, because I don't want to make it look like it's hovering. Okay, making it look like it's hovering looks kind of goofy, you know. So I'm trying to make it look like there's something holding it. It's just not floating. Something's a part of this build. Essentially, here what I'm doing is building the structure around this area. This is going to be like a super mall, supermarket kind of area where all the guests slash audience slash visitors can come for like shopping, for food, drinks, for the Asia area. I end up deleting those Kiba huts and stuff and replacing it with new ones later on because I secretly make a Keeper hut area inside of it. Here, I'm building some toilets just so, you know, I'm building the toilet into a super mall. Here, I'm just building the upper structure. And then I try to experiment with Asia builds. I don't know what build this was, like build set, but I tried to experiment, have some fun. But then I realized it's not going to work out. It looks goofy. It looks goofy. And then I was like, okay, I'll just make a flat surface. And later on, I'll probably build something on that flat surface. You know what I mean? You get me? I get me. So, yeah, I end up just like covering it up and forgetting it, you know? And now what I'm doing is I remembered seeing like signs for the shops and stuff. And so I'm just adding shop signs to make it look more appealing. So if you want a drink, you see a drink sign, you go to a drink sign. You go to a drink shop. If you see a food sign, you see a food shop, you go to a food shop. You get what I mean? And then there's balloon ones. There's just the memento ones. I replaced the wind turbine, okay? Because you can't get wind inside a building, apparently. And so I replaced it with a generator. And then I built this leaf structure so it reduces the negative appeal. And it worked. Surprisingly, it worked. I'm happy. But I do add food shops on the other side as well. So I have food, drink, memento, okay? And then toilet. So everything is in the center that's covered up. And I think it looks good. Let me know what you guys think. It is just a square. It looks kind of like plain. But do let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. See you guys in a bit. Hopefully you guys did enjoy that. That was kind of fun. I didn't do much. I thought I was going to do more. I wanted to do something fancy. But then I was like, you know what? Not everything needs to be fancy, you know? And so I made something very simple. Something very clean. This looks good, right? I put these signs up here, these toilet signs and everything, so that people walking past, they'll be like, oh shit, food, go, eat, you know? And they can line up, get food here. So there's no need for windows here now, because this is where they can line up and eat. Windows down here. They can come down here for other stuff, and bada bing, bada boom. And now what we're going to do is build our enclosure right here. Let me quickly check the elephants, okay? I want to see if this enclosure is very big or is it just big for them. It's very big for them. I'm thinking maybe we move the, you know, tapirs from here because it's bare minimum. It's bare minimum for them. It's 560. We should put an animal that just needs 560 in here. Honestly. Sure, it's good for them, but I want something very big for them. You know, I feel bad that it's so small. But it's such a good spot for them, you know? Like a small animal next to, you know, shops right here. I want to leave them there, but I don't at the same time, chat. And if I do move them, what animal will I put in there? Yeah, I can put these. Okay, let's do that. Let's move the tapirs. Are tapirs near threatened or what are they? Are they endangered? Yeah, they're endangered. Okay. I'm wondering if I should put the tapirs in here and then those guys in there. Yeah, let's do that then. Okay, I'm gonna move the tapirs. Let's move the tapirs. Okay, they're moved in. Everything is better for them. Space. Oh my god, this is so much better for them. Holy. This is a full freeway enclosure. Okay, wait. Pause. Habitat is more than big enough for all three. Okay. Perfect. It's perfect. Just the trees and stuff aren't to their liking. Too much cover. There we go. Oh, I liked it before, you know, like jungly. But it's okay. If they don't like it, it's alright. If this is better for them, it's okay. That is good enough. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And now, we put this audio thingy. And we click on these guys. Okay, these guys aren't going to be as appealing as the tapirs. Because the tapirs were, you know, endangered and stuff. Chat, I don't know about you guys, when I go to zoos and I see information boards like this, I love it, man. Because that means I can read it down here before I get to the enclosure. And I already know what I'm going to see or what I'm looking for. Besides the point, holy moly. So now we're going to work on this enclosure. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, guys. So I found out that, as you can see, there's a little pathway here. And it didn't work. The crane, even though it's interactive, the crown crane, red crane, whatever it's called, even though it's interactive or guests can enter habitat, I couldn't get it so that the guests can enter the habitat. If you guys do know how to fix that, do let me know, because that's annoying. Because I wanted to make a big enclosure with like the Japanese monkey and the red crown crane. That would have been so sick. But since that doesn't work and this spot is so big, I decided to make an enclosure for the sloth bear and sun bear. So bear. So 3 bears in one location. And then I'm going to put the snow leopard and cloudy leopard here. So leopard as well. Okay, that's going to be sick, right? Okay, like I mentioned, I'm going to do the bears here. I'm going to do bear. Okay, then I'm going to do, okay, as you can see here, I'm going to do the Formosan, probably saying it wrong, black bear in this enclosure, this side. Then I'm going to do the, I believe, either the sloth or sun bear. I think I'm going to do the sun bear here, okay? Because the sun bear can cohabitate with this thing, okay? Which will be amazing. And then I can build another bear enclosure here for either the panda or the sloth bear. Okay, there's a lot of bears in Asia, I just realized. So I hope you guys did enjoy that. Holy moly, look at this. I didn't put that much effort. I did put effort into it, but not like it's a tiger enclosure or like the elephant enclosure. Okay, I just made it as perfect as possible for them. I used presets for this. I didn't build this on my own. I'm not going to take credit. This was all a preset. I just combined it with the building near it, and it became a good climbing area for them. And these guys have this thing. It was enough for them. Okay, but next episode we will be making this enclosure, we'll be making another enclosure, okay, and then another enclosure, and maybe I'll do a water buffalo enclosure here. Hope you guys did enjoy that. That was insane, man. I'm gonna do the names now, okay, and I believe edits did even more name suggestions. W edits. So edits wanted to name one of the orangutans, okay, Goofy. So we're gonna name the male Goofy, okay, just cause, you know, might as well. Are you the male? Yes, Goofy is your name now. Everyone's gonna come look at Goofy. Goofy by edits. Boom. Then he also wanted to name one of the rhinos Rhinosaurus. Okay, I like that. I love dinosaurs. I love rhinos. Combination, amazing. So your name is Boom, easy peasy. And one of the otters, Oreo. I like that actually. These are some banging names. Oh my god. You think he'd be bad at names after a while, but no, bro's getting stronger. Oh, there's a baby. There's 2 babies. Bless. So we'll name... He's in the bush? Oh, he's sleeping or something. I can't see him. So we'll name the male O-R-E-O. Oreo by edits. Boom. So if you guys do want a chance to name any of the animals, do let me know down in the description below. Okay. Remember, just give a name suggestion. Okay. And you have a chance, 100% you have the chance to, you know, win. Okay. The secret question for next episode is, do we make an enclosure for a Komodo dragon or red panda? Komodo dragon or red panda? Komodo dragon or red panda? So do let me know down in the description below. Without further ado, subscribe, like, comment, share, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, homies. Bye bye, everyone.